You're not gonna get anything. What's the point of playing when you just want to sit there in the safe zone and do nothing? Yes.
It looks like we're going to have a fair bit. We didn't even take out and watch. But everything we figured out, this engine has a dry sump as opposed to a wet sump engine. A wet sump engine, commonly stored, part of it is pulled out the oil straight up, bring the oil pump, go the filter, and then around the engine. Whereas on the dry sump engine, all of the oil is stored in a separate tank, which is pulled out from the oil straight up, through a pump, through the oil filter, and then around the engine. And this the bottom of the engine is pulled out with a scavenge pump and sent to the separate oil tank. Now on the Murcielago engine, which is also a dry sump engine, you can actually fill the oil with two places. One in the actual engine here, and two back there. Whereas in the turret, you can only fill it through the engine.
Can you explain that whole carrot mechanism that I have?
It is the engine. That's engine in oil. I think we were supposed to add oil, then run the engine for a bit, and then top it up again afterwards.
In the middle. Exactly in the middle. Whether that source of smoke in issue, I don't know. We're going to find out.
And there's one place I can think of
fingers crossed. It's that. That's it.
What about the end? What at the end?
Simon's going to do is get a battery charger off the car. Seeing that most of the faults are all electrical, we want to make sure the battery is fully charged to eliminate that the battery is at fault. Then he's going to get the McLaren scanner tool on it, see if there's any issue. So get it to fault with the immobilizer. This is easy to engine ECU, body ECU, and transmission ECU. They need to work and then what's happened is they've stopped all the same battery and get it going. Hopefully we can do that.
Another amazing one.
Engine control unit, which is in charge of all the electrics on the engine. Transmission control unit, which is in charge of all the electrics on the transmission. And the security body controller, which is in charge of all the body electrics and the immobilizer. All of them talk to each other. But the problem is,
Scarlett,
Windows don't
Scarlett, you made it solve.
What module is that thing?
What's the double gun module? Why is it out of date?
So Simon had to update the door module and then test it out.
What?
It worked. Who would have known?
What software version is that? That's like 4.9.
Can't wait for version 5. The seats weren't working, so he had to update the module with the seats as well. And then he moved over to resetting the whole immobilizer control unit system, or whatever it is now. The car's got to sleep before we go again. How long does it take to sleep?
It's just 2 minutes sleep. So just for these. Okay. Fingers crossed it will stop.
Yeah, here we go. New issue. The parking brake, or the handbrake, it decided that it doesn't want to work anymore, and because it's not working, the car won't lock, because when you try and lock it, it beeps up to tell you you've not put the parking brake on. And without us being able to lock it, the car won't full speed and reset itself. So we've got to get the parking brake working before anything else. It just wouldn't work. Another electrical fault. You've got the regular brake caliper and then the handbrake caliper. The regular brake caliper is hydraulically controlled with your foot. The handbrake caliper is electronically controlled. And you can't do mechanical stuff with the same problem with most of these things nowadays. But with a bit of McLaren computer trickery, Simon got it working. Now we can lock the car and leave it to full sleep. And once that had happened, we can try and start it. Only it's better. So let's go to the third way though. Here we go. Wasn't looking promising. Still got the mobilizer fault. Do it again? Yeah. Just have to go again. But what we'll have to do is next time is do all three specific sequence. So we haven't just do the ECM which haven't fault. So it didn't work. This time, Simon was going to do the whole procedure again, but in a different order, resetting and updating all of the control units, which took a lot of time. We have just now we can do it. This moment. That's time. Come on. It's like it was a long process.
really works. There's no airbag light anymore, though.
That's all. Yeah.
I thought that airbag fault was going to be because of the little sensor in the door, so I bought one ready. It's opposite, it's a sensor.
Can't read them.
Now what we needed was some electronic stuff. What a relief. It actually runs and drives that, so we get up some jobs out.
What are you doing?
We're going to take it to the current point and forward with alignment. The car's loaded up with weights, the simulated drive.
It's dinner.
And then I'm going to the data alignment machine. We're trying to get the alignment all in the grease. Far off. We've got a bit of real estate going on there. So it's up in the air for some adjustments. We need to get this perfect because later we'll be going on track. Bit more of that later. Because Simon's running to the position.
Taking top. Should we? Yeah.
So a straightforward job turned into another couple of hours worth of work. The soon enough, the silent got fitted and the wheels were aligned. Good job. Have you agreed? Oh. Now to register the McLaren in the country, it will need to go through an inspection. So the car needs to be immaculate. So we thought, whilst we've got McLaren, why don't the guys here give it a pre-inspection? We know we've got all the... Inside the water around the car, and these have a few little things like the panel gouge, which actually weren't too bad, and regardless of it, I'd be interested in shift washers, as they usually do at the phone. But all of this stuff wouldn't matter with the inspection. We've got to stuff that. Yeah, and the front is just little things like dust covers and some electrical wiring which just needed to be clipped into place. And on the other side, it was pretty much perfect. Bearing in mind we'd stripped apart this whole car, then we moved up to the back, which again looked all good. So I would check everything which you could check before we went underneath the car. So it's going to be behind that somewhere, and then potentially Simon actually ended up rooting this part forward because he wasn't there to see it leave, knowing that it was going to go on track tomorrow. Something that potentially could fall apart of the things that on there. Potentially gone. Probably not. That is our best score, yeah. That is good. And I've looked at that. I'm trying to solve it the problem as well. Really good play, and couldn't take it in. So, thanks so much.
What? Who? What about it? Eat your dinner. What? You don't like the carrot? You don't eat the carrot, just eat the rice.
But now, we're on track, and it's time to test the 720S out. It simply replaces just one meal throughout the day. 26 vitamins and minerals in it, high fibre, high protein, lactose-free, gluten-free, and there's no added sugar.
You're not touching that phone. Yeah, perfect. Give it the ruffles. We'll give Bingo some in a minute.
Redemption for the GT crew. And the McLaren 720S now beat the Lamborghini Monte. We need redemption. That's double here for the GT3, which had less power, but it was slightly lighter. Still managed to lose. This time, the McLaren at 720S with 710 horsepower and 631 horsepower. But also lighter. The only thing.
What? Yeah.
That's how Oh, shut up, Ben. Don't ruin my video. Okay, it's just me and the McLaren. Come on, back up. First off, the sound test. Not great, to be honest. That's better. So it's going to be one full lap of T-side. Standing start with me in the McLaren going first. Right, McLaren, that was the best. On the technical section, the McLaren was a proper rocket, flying through the lap.
With smoke to finish.
Wow. Even if we lose, I'm buzzing for that. I'm buzzing. If we're not beating bench time, we've got to be the force time at least, surely. The Porsche felt like I was slow motion. This felt like I was so good there. Ben, look to you. It's time to see what the Lamborghini Huracan can do. 3, 2, 1, go! Ben was absolutely flying, and the Huracan looked so stable. It didn't get off. The pure look of concentration on Ben's face shows he was really going for it on this one. He did not want to lose.
So you got to do your lunchbox and your.
Okay. That was 3 times 2. That was 3 times 2.
Oi, go.
3 times 2, Dad. 6. Yeah. Why is it 3 times 2? Yeah. 2 plus 3, 2, 3. Why? I know. When I get from
Have you had dinner?
Yep.
What did you have?
Lamb cutlets.
Where at?
Pops.
Is that where you've been?
Yeah. No. No. Sweet chicken. No, it's on. No, I'm switching on to her account. So if you log in, you will be able to get on your account. And I'm not going to be responsible. I'm deleting my account from my sister. So I don't have access. No, give it music.
Get out. Get out. 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 Russell. Come here. Come here. Out. Good.
I had a big one.
Yeah. Sophie, you're going to pack your bag. You're not pulling that in. Come on. Please. Where's your bag? Have you done your homework? What? Oh, you're a box.
What's that for install? Oh, I know that install it. It's just together. What's in my room? What's in my room?
There's two bags here. More eggs. What's that in here? Salad. What's that stuff?
Yeah, you got a device. And then she come up here to eat a dinner and she grabs the iPad.
You want me to talk about that last week, didn't we? That device before you had your dinner.
And the reason why she come up here was because the phone there went off and she wanted to come up, so I went and covered up the phone and then she grabbed her iPad to read the message.
Yeah.
True or not true?
Oh,
What did you come up here for?
because I put up, and then Sophie had I just found. But Archie,
Okay.
no, she was.
Archie wasn't even here.
Archie was here.
Archie was not here at the time with the iPad.
Okay, right here. I was. Sophie was behind you.
Shut up! Shut up!
Was this just while I was gone?
Come here.
Hang on, was this just while I was gone?
When?
Did this kick off just when I was gone?
Yeah.
When Archie was clearly not here?
No, this afternoon. Eating dinner.
Yeah.
That's what I
So
said.
Archie wasn't here.
That's what I said.
Why don't you know? But there's a lot.
Holy fuck, man.
Yes, I was. I was here.
Fuck, Archie, shut up.
I'm not. Hold up. Right, I tried to put on the account and I failed. Everything me. And then while I was trying to fix it, grab my neck and take the iPad and then hit me.
Yeah.
I've been trying to fix the iPad.
Scarlett, what were you on the iPad for? What were you on the iPad for?
Fixing it.
You weren't to touch any device. Full stop.
I went uploading it.
Don't care. Listen, you can't clean the bench when you're an ass.
What were you trying to fix? Sorry. And you asked to fix it, Scarlett.
No one, but
No one.
Were you talking to Auntie at Fox? Today?
yeah, the guy was.
Auntie wasn't here this afternoon.
Yeah, he was.
He just got here.
Yeah.
Oi, you weren't, mate. You were not here to touch any device. You had just got in trouble in your bedroom about being on your phone. You come out here, and then you couldn't even sit there 5 minutes without being on PlayStation, right? So then that went, right? Then the phone went off. You wanted to go to your phone. Then you walked up here and you grabbed the fucking iPad. Don't you get what is wrong with this situation? You don't get it. You're not old enough.
Don't shout.
You're not old enough for a device. That's what the problem is. You're not old enough. Every device that got taken away from you, you went to another one. You don't deserve that phone. You don't deserve that phone. You haven't earned it. And that is the perfect example that you haven't. And if you want to throw at me about helping Scarlett, right? We will not buy any fucking thing to cook with ever again for you. Because that costs $100 for you to cook there and make a mess and leave it here and in the cupboard everywhere. You left your mess everywhere. So all that done was $100 of heartache for everybody else because you never cleaned up. It's like you asked you to do the carrots, right? And this was just full of, why did I bother asking? Because all the carrot peels were all on the ground from here round to there. Why did I bother? And it's not just you, it's her too. But why did I bother? When you were there to do a job and you made more mess than what you helped with. We spent $100 and you made more mess than what the enjoyment you got out of it. You just made heartache for everybody else. The fucking eggs were in there for 2 days. When you'd been chipped there, and then you got chipped there, and then I chipped you again today. And then I had to get them out.
You know what? Putting rubbish in the sink, and there is a thing right there. The shit's waiting for you to start because someone else has got to come along. When instead of going like that, all you have to do is go like that. You've got a sink there, you've got a bin there, you put the rubbish in the sink for someone else to come and put in the bin. It is absolutely, you know what? It's not even lazy, it is deliberately being disrespectful.
That is correct.
Deliberately being disrespectful. Because you know what? It's me that's got to come along and clean it up. But it's no different putting rubbish straight in the bin to as it is dumping it in the sink. No difference whatsoever. The only difference is
It's on the
you save 2 steps, but I've got to come along and fix it up. go to the sink, wash your hands or do something, and some lazy person has dumped shit in the sink because they cannot be fucked to put it in the bin when the bin is right there. It is just blatant disrespect, deliberate disrespect. Now, I can also like to go until we get back to bed. Charlotte? Because I think that this isn't as bad as what you're putting on. Because the doctor said you can walk normally with this. It hurts because of the way you're walking. It's never going to get any better until you walk properly. Because you're loading up the bit that's sore, walking the way you're walking with your silly limp. If you walk properly, you use your top muscles, and it takes all the pressure off it. And that's when it will get better. But you're walking with this silly limp, and you are keeping it like it is. You're stopping yourself from getting better. And I think you're doing it so you can sit on a device. Then you've got to walk properly. Honest to God, babe, you've got to walk properly. You will never, ever, if the doctor told you, it will not get better if you're walking the way you're walking. Because that is making it worse.
Is this looking like? Have you had a shower?
It is actually making it worse. That's what's stopping it from healing. The silly way you're walking around. No, you're not walking it. Same on both legs. Normal. Get out of limb. It's getting better, but then you get to school and around people and you buff it on.
That's true. Are you finished dinner?
No, that's not. No, that's the bitch she's going to use.
What? Well, Saturday chicken. What did you have? Where's my name cutlets?
Scarlett, come here.
I didn't just have cutlets, I had noodles.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Do what?
Nothing, I've got nothing in there.
What, you can't read?
No, I can't.
Why not?
Because I'm tired.
Oh.
I haven't done anything yet. Or we'll get ready for school.
Well, get
What
ready
have you
for
done all
school.
day? I reckon I've got an idea of what you've done all day. What has she done all day, Dad?
She's playing with me for 4 hours, and then on a device rest.
On your device the rest, does that sound right?
PlayStation.
He's being fun. We weren't even doing anything.
Listen,
We're just sitting there on the laptop.
listen. How long were you on this?
She's probably had a total of 3 hours today.
You have been disconnected. What's that guy? 2 minutes.
You haven't handed in for weeks.
Unpack the dishwasher so I can repack it.
I don't want to see for someone that's personal for me. Right? Walk properly and get back to bed. Okay? I want your Caesar salad so you don't get the sandwich, okay? So you're going to get the Caesar salad and no shit. Okay. Love you. Yes, what wins?